Cubs finally won one,
Yep.
8-1.
I saw that.
You were on the air, by the way. Sean, are you late?
Copies won 8-1. Call the June 3rd, 2019 Belvidere City Council regular meeting to order. The clerk will call the roll.
Borowitz, Brereton,
Here.
Crawford,
Here.
Frank,
Here.
Freeman,
Here.
McGee,
Here.
Porter,
Here.
Ratcliffe,
Here.
Snow,
Here.
Stevens,
Here.
9 present.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, remain standing for the invocation. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, our day-to-day news cycle is filled with horrific stories of mass shootings, high crimes of theft, and abuses of power. We are indeed fortunate that our Belvidere community continues to be a faithful, law-abiding bastion of solid values in a troubled and troubling world. Thank you, Lord, for your continued blessings on our families and community. We offer condolences and deepest sympathy for the city and people of Virginia Beach in the aftermath of the shooting tragedy last Friday afternoon. Please join me in a moment of silence for the victims, their families, and the entire Virginia Beach community. Amen. Under public comment, we have none this evening. No one registered for public comment, which brings us to approval of minutes. Under item number 4A, approval of minutes of the regular meeting of the Belvidere City Council of May 20th, 2019 is presented. I have a motion to approve. Motion, Alderman Ratcliffe, second by Alderman Crawford. Questions, comments, or proposed amendments to the minutes as presented? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Brereton,
Aye.
Crawford,
Aye.
Frank,
Aye.
Freeman,
Aye.
McGee,
Aye.
Porter,
Aye.
Ratcliffe,
Aye.
Snow,
Aye.
Stevens,
Aye.
9 in favor.
Minutes are approved unanimously. Under number 5, public hearing, we have a notice of public hearing. We will open the hearing at 7:13. Notice of public, I will read the notice. Notice of public hearing on annexation agreement, Belvidere City Council, Belvidere, Illinois. On Monday evening, June 3rd, 2019 at 7 p.m. A public hearing is being held by the mayor and city council members of the city of Belvidere and in the city council chambers, 401 Whitney Boulevard, Belvidere, Illinois, for the purpose of considering and hearing testimony as to an ordinance authorizing an annexation agreement relating to real property generally located at Irene Road and Graham Road, Belvidere, Illinois, and legally described in the following in the notice. By order of the corporate authorities, City of Belvidere, Boone County, Illinois. Is anyone here to testify concerning or offer testimony in a public hearing? Having no response, we will close the public hearing at 7:14. All those, we need approval from the council to do that? Okay. Then we're done. Under special messages and proclamations, we have none. Under approval of expenditures, we have none. Under committee reports and minutes of city officers, please notice that items A and B have been received and placed on file. Excuse me, which brings us to item C, minutes of the Committee of the Whole, Public Safety and Finance and Personnel of May 28, 2019. May I have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Alderman Crawford, second by Alderman Frank. Questions, comments, or proposed amendments to the minutes as presented? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Crawford.
Aye.
Frank.
Aye.
Freeman.
Aye.
McGee.
Aye.
Porter.
Aye.
Ratcliffe.
Aye.
Snow.
Aye.
Stevens.
Aye.
Brereton.
Aye.
9 in favor.
Minutes are approved unanimously, which brings us to number 9, unfinished business. Up first is item A, ordinance 454H, a second reading. An ordinance amending subdivision 2, Inspector of Division 2, Administrator of Article 4, Plumbing of Chapter 22 in the City of Belvidere Municipal Code. May I have a motion to approve? Motion by Alderman Frank, second by Alderman Ratcliffe. Questions, comments, or further discussion concerning the motion now on the floor? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Frank.
Aye.
Freeman.
Aye.
McGee.
Aye.
Porter.
Aye.
Ratcliffe.
Aye.
Snow.
Aye.
Stevens.
Aye.
Brereton.
Aye.
Crawford.
Aye.
9 in favor.
Ordinance 454H, second reading, is approved unanimously. Brings us to item B, ordinance 455H, a second reading. An ordinance amending sections 74 through 258 and 74 259 of the City of Belvidere Municipal Code. May I have a motion to approve? Motion by Alderman Freeman, second. By Alderman Ratcliffe. Questions, comments, or further discussion concerning the motion now on the floor? Hearing none, all those in favor will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Freeman.
Aye.
McGee.
Aye.
Porter.
Aye.
Ratcliffe.
Aye.
Snow.
Aye.
Stevens.
Aye.
Brereton.
Aye.
Crawford.
Aye.
Frank.
Aye.
9 in favor.
Motion is approved unanimously. Brings us to item C, ordinance 456H, a second reading. An ordinance authorizing the execution of an annexation agreement between the City of Belvidere and Bell Rock Services LLC. Please note that this requires 8 aye votes to pass. Questions, comments, or a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Alderman Crawford, second by Alderman McGee. Questions, comments, or further discussion concerning the motion now on the floor? Yes, Alderman Snow.
Just so we're all aware, this is the property that would be basically north of where the William Charles is located out on Irene Road. Is that correct?
That would be correct. Additional questions or comments? Alderman Porter.
Yeah, I'm just curious what the city gains from doing this zoning ordinance.
Anybody want to take that one? Gina?
The biggest thing is just the goodwill with our local businesses. Bell Rock's at a point where they either need to consolidate their locations or find another one, and they're a long-time community business, and we want them to stay in the community. They tried going through the county for various reasons that didn't work. Part of it was because they are in the city's extraterritorial jurisdiction, and it should be the city's decision. So now they're before the city to ask to consolidate their locations. I also find it a benefit right now. their office is in the PNC Bank building and all their equipment, the county allowed them to park their equipment out there but not have their office space out there, which is kind of silly because when you're looking at aesthetics and the impact of the neighborhood, the equipment's the biggest thing, and that's already out there. But the county doesn't have guidelines like paving a parking lot and landscaping and screening and stuff like that. Coming into the city, they'll have to pave, they'll have to screen, there's gonna be better building code, so it's actually gonna clean up that intersection. And as the city expands, if you notice, most of our industrial parks are pretty maxed out. So if expansion does go that way, following Chrysler down, it won't be such an eyesore of an intersection, which is better marketing for the city for future projects.
Okay, thanks.
Alderman Snow?
And Gina, was there anybody in opposition to any of the 3 items pertaining to this?
No, actually, the property owner, so their acreage used to be part of the 80-acre tract that's at the interchange. That property owner lives in Florida right now, and she actually called very excited about it because years ago she tried marketing her property, and it was during the recession. Obviously, nothing was moving at that time. But she's hoping with them expanding and improving the site, then she'll be able to get her property on the market again. So she was actually in favor of it.
Additional questions or comments? It's a win-win for a long-time Belvidere business, overdue. All those in favor of the ordinance will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
McGee,
Aye.
Porter,
Aye.
Ratcliffe,
Aye.
Snow,
Aye.
Stevens,
Aye.
Burton,
Aye.
Crawford,
Aye.
Frank,
Aye.
Freeman,
Aye.
9 in favor.
Ordinance 456H is approved unanimously. Congratulations. Brings us to item D, ordinance 457H, second reading, an ordinance granting a zoning district change from RH Rural Holding District to GI General Industrial District 2054 and 2136 Graham Road. May I have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Alderman Snow, second by Alderman Crawford. Questions, comments, or further discussion? Alderman Snow.
And just to follow up, and I should know this, but I don't. So when we do pre-annexations, does the city wind up collecting tax dollars on, as if they are in?
That's actually an excellent question. The answer is yes and no. No, we do not. If it's a pre-annexation, we do not get the property tax dollars. However, any retail sales that go out of a property that's pre-annexed to the city, I hate that term, we do get that. So it's a yes and a no.
Additional questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Porter,
Aye.
Ratcliffe,
Aye.
Snow, Stevens,
Aye.
Burton,
Aye.
Crawford,
Aye.
Frank,
Aye.
Freeman,
Aye.
McGee,
Aye.
9 in favor.
Ordinance 457H, second reading is approved unanimously, which brings us to item E, ordinance 458H. Second reading, an ordinance granting a special use to allow outdoor storage within the General Industrial District 2054 and 2136 Graham Road. I have a motion to
I'll
approve.
make that motion.
Motion by Alderman Crawford, second by Alderman Snow. Questions, comments, or further discussion concerning the motion now on the floor? Alderman Snow.
And so, probably Gina or the attorney, the special use goes with the property, correct, not with the owner?
Correct, the special use runs with the land.
Okay, additional questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Ratcliffe,
Aye.
Snow, Stevens,
Aye.
Brereton,
Aye.
Crawford,
Aye.
Frank,
Aye.
Freeman,
Aye.
McGee,
Aye.
Porter,
Aye.
9 in favor.
Ordinance 458, second reading is approved unanimously. Which brings us to item 10, new business. We have a resolution, number 2098-2019, resolution approving an extension for expiration of a special use, ordinance number 273H, pursuant to section 150-904K of the City of Belvidere Municipal Code. I have a motion to approve this resolution.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Alderman Crawford, second by Alderman Porter. Questions, comments? Yes. Got your little pen up.
Yes, I do. I didn't, okay. You'll recall that this is part and parcel of the settlement that's going to occur within the circuit court. I have not yet received the signed agreement from Mr. Chodhari with respect to settling the court case. That court case is up this coming Friday, June 7th. I think it probably just didn't get done over the weekend. What the council has two choices. What I would encourage it to do is consider passing it this evening. The mayor can always refrain from signing the resolution until after that agreement is signed. If it's not signed and entered by the court, he could veto the resolution at that point. But that would allow, assuming everything goes as planned, Mr. Chodhari to open up this weekend, if he's ready. Alternatively, you could table it, but I think that's just delaying him needlessly at this point. So if you want to pass the resolution, I'll simply ask the mayor not to sign it quite yet, and wait till we actually receive the signed agreement from Mr. Chodhari.
Alderman Snow.
And just so the audience knows that this is the gas station on Warren and Logan.
Okay. Any additional questions or comments before we vote? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Snow.
Aye.
Stevens.
Aye.
Brereton.
Aye.
Crawford.
Aye.
Frank.
Aye.
Freeman.
Aye.
McGee.
Aye.
Porter.
Aye.
Ratcliffe.
Aye.
9 in favor.
Resolution 2098-2019 is approved unanimously. Brings us to motions forward to Committee of the Whole, Public Safety and Finance and Personnel of May 28, 2019. Public safety motions will be presented by Chairman Crawford. Chairman Crawford.
Thank you, Your Honor. Motion to approve vacation/holiday carryover for Dan Smaha of 67 hours from fiscal year 19 to fiscal year 20.
Motion out of committee. Questions, comments, or further discussion concerning the motion now on the floor? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Stevens.
Aye.
Brereton.
Aye.
Crawford.
Aye.
Frank.
Aye.
Freeman.
Aye.
McGee.
Aye.
Porter.
Aye.
Ratcliffe.
Aye.
Snow.
Aye.
9 in favor.
Motion is approved unanimously. Thank you, Chairman Crawford. Finance motions will be presented by Chairman Ratcliffe. Chairman Ratcliffe.
Thank you, Mayor. B, motion to approve purchasing Workforce Now Payroll Solutions, Workforce Now HCM Solutions, and year-end forms from ADP, option 3. The cost to be split between general fund, water, sewer, and library based on number of employees from each department.
Motion out of committee. Questions, comments, or further discussion concerning the motion now on the floor?
Your Honor.
Alderman Freeman.
Yeah, Becky, can you explain this a little bit? I wasn't able to be here last week, but I recorded the meeting, but I couldn't hear a single word you were saying. I don't know if your mic wasn't working.
So what you were copied on was the two companies, our finalists that we looked at, that the county clerk staff as well as myself. They came out, they did their presentations, we looked at their products, obviously we compared pricing. So the one that we chose was ADP. Not only were they lower in cost, but we were happy with the services that we think that they can provide with the products. This will totally automate payroll. So payroll will essentially be paperless. The employees will be able to get on. It's all web-based. There's no server anywhere. It's all via the web. People can get on anywhere they want to look at W-2s, to update their bank information if they need to, their W-4s. If they move, they can change address. Right now, this is all stuff that has to be done in-house by an employee. This will help with all the ACA requirements that the city clerk currently has to take care of, which is time-consuming. Laws are changing all the time. This just ensures that things will be done properly. We're always following the laws that we need to. So we think this will be a win-win for everybody. It's not going to be easy at first, but we think this will be good for the city.
Alderman Snow.
So I see it does include the library. I'm assuming that somebody did touch base with the library, so they're all aware?
I have touched base with them. They know that this is happening. They don't know exactly when it's happening or the cost to them, but we'll work with them to make sure that to make sure that it's a smooth process.
Additional questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Brereton,
Aye.
Crawford,
Aye.
Frank,
Aye.
Freeman,
Aye.
McGee,
Aye.
Porter,
Aye.
Ratcliffe,
Aye.
Snow,
Aye.
Stevens,
Aye.
9 in favor.
Motion is approved unanimously. Thank you, Chairman Ratcliffe. Next, we have Public Works motions presented by Chairman Freeman. Chairman Freeman?
Thank you. We have C, motion to approve the construction services work order amendment in the amount of $9,350 for the wastewater treatment plant sludge thickening project. This work will be paid for from the sewer depreciation fund.
Motion out of committee. Questions, comments, or further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Crawford,
Aye.
Frank,
Aye.
Freeman,
Aye.
McGee,
Aye.
Porter,
Aye.
Ratcliffe,
Aye.
Snow,
Aye.
Stevens,
Aye.
Brereton,
Aye.
9 in favor.
Motion is approved unanimously.
D, motion to approve the change order number 3 for the wastewater treatment plant sludge thickening project in the amount of $8,844. This work will be paid for from the sewer depreciation fund.
Motion out of committee. Questions, comments, or further discussion concerning the motion now on the floor? Hearing none, all those in favor will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Frank,
Aye.
Freeman,
Aye.
McGee,
Aye.
Porter,
Aye.
Ratcliffe,
Aye.
Snow,
Aye.
Stevens,
Aye.
Brereton,
Aye.
Crawford,
Aye.
9 in favor.
Motion is approved unanimously.
E, motion to approve the proposal from R&R Electric for the LED lighting upgrade at the street department, subject to receiving the ComEd incentive for indoor lighting for a net cost to the city of $9,782.50.
Motion out of committee. Questions, comments, or further discussion concerning the motion now on the floor? Hearing none, all those in favor will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
Freeman,
Aye.
McGee,
Aye.
Porter,
Aye.
Ratcliffe,
Aye.
Snow,
Aye.
Stevens,
Aye.
Brereton,
Aye.
Crawford,
Aye.
Frank,
Aye.
9 in favor.
Motion is approved unanimously.
F, motion to approve the block party request of CASA on August 24th, 2019. First Street will be closed from South State Street to Pearl Street from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m.
Motion out of committee. Questions, comments, or further discussion concerning the motion now on the floor? Hearing none, all those in favor will, when your name is called, signify by saying aye. Those opposed, nay.
McGee,
Aye.
Porter,
Aye.
Ratcliffe,
Aye.
Snow,
Aye.
Stevens,
Aye.
Brereton,
Aye.
Crawford,
Aye.
Frank,
Aye.
Freeman,
Aye.
9 in favor.
Motion approved unanimously. Thank you, Chairman Freeman. Brings us to item 11, adjournment. I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion
that
by Alderman
motion.
Porter, second by Alderman Crawford. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now adjourned. Thank you so much.